Hey everyone, we're back here today with day number 3 of the 12 days of Christmas tutorials. And as I've said before in the other videos, I'm doing stuff a bit more experimental, a bit different than the normal Star Wars and Halo stuff that I normally make. So today we're doing the Xeron-class APC, which is something that I've just made up. It's a made up vehicle. It will... And before I go any further, I'll say this is part of my custom sci-fi series called Trinity, which I've been working on for many, many years. It started, I think, back in 2017, late 2016. And it was a way for me to kind of separate out from the Halo and Star Wars that I was doing and sort of just go off on my own, use what I've learned and make custom vehicles. So you will see kind of traits of existing media and vehicles and stuff within these ships and vehicles. Just because you're kind of always going to see similarities. And this one, I'd say one thing that definitely inspired this was the Cougar from Halo, one of the cut Halo Wars units. Very similar in kind of the overall shape, especially around the back area, I think. But yeah, it's just something I made up. It's kind of like a... It doesn't carry many troops, I'll be honest. It's an APC, so an armored personnel carrier, but it doesn't carry that many troops. I think it has room for 6 of them in here. So there's an interior, and you've got 6 seats on the back, a gunner station, and also with a little targeting sensor there, and also the driver's seat here, and then a little viewport at the back. I was going to add like a little rear turret, but just with the way the interior worked out, you couldn't really fit like a gunner station for that. But yeah, it's nice to just have the viewport back there to see what's going on, at the back of the build. We've done 4 other Trinity builds so far, so this is the 5th one. I'd say this is the most detailed. I've kind of leveled up the level of detail with all of these things. You can see a massive lineup of stuff here that I've made, and again, all of this is completely custom. There will be influences, but it's basically just like my thing. That's a interesting one over there, though. I'm going to show that off at some point, because if any of you can recognize what this is from, then please let me know. But yes, the APC is just a nice, interesting thing. It's got a massive weapon on top, which I don't know if it's for infantry or taking down vehicles. I'd assume infantry, but it does seem a little bit overkill there. And obviously you've got these big assemblies at the side, which are kind of bolting that onto the body, because it's kind of like an aftermarket addition, really, to the base carrier, which is sort of like across there up to that bit there, and then all this weapon assembly is sort of added on in an effort to militarize these vehicles a little bit more. So yeah, there's just like I said, a lot of detail, a lot of stuff going on. Use of candles on the front here, but yeah, just an interesting thing. There's not much in like the lore of Trinity for this. It is one of the kind of vehicles that the enforcement people use, so they're called the Trinity Police Force or some variation of that name. And it's just like, yeah, this whole thing is just like a growing series, and as it grows, more and more lore will come out. Like these 2 here are from the same faction, probably not from the same manufacturer, so there's just a lot of stuff to explore, and it's kind of like free reign, whereas with Star Wars or Halo you kind of work into other people's vision. And we do have like a big city over there, work in progress. This massive wall makes it look a lot more substantial than it is. There's a lot going on in there, and you're welcome to check out the World Showcase videos that I've done last year, and I can't remember if I did one this year, but yeah, the most recent ones. You can see what's going on in there. You can see kind of the city area, and these are going to be incorporated into that. So yeah, let's crack on with the build onto layer number 1. So for layer number 1, you're going to need the following materials: polished black stone brick stairs, deep slate tile slab, iron trapdoor, and dark oak trapdoor. Now you can see, as I promised in the previous videos, I have started to decorate this world with some Christmas stuff for the Christmas tutorial. So you got some big candy canes in the corner there, which I just whipped together. Don't know how good they look, but they do the job. And then some nice Christmas themed kind of street lights, and then obviously the ground's all white. Oh, and I've got Christmas lights on the arrows as well. So I have decked this place out a little bit, but I think there's going to be more to come for the upcoming tutorials in terms of decoration. I do need to make like a dedicated Christmas world for when I do these Christmas tutorials. Make it so much easier year on year. We're going to start, so I'll just tell you kind of directions and stuff. So the green line is the front of the build, the red line is the back of the build. Just bear that in mind while we're going through it, that you don't build in the wrong direction. The arrows with the Christmas lights on point towards the front of the build as well. So just bear that in mind. And whenever you see like the Galactic Republic, that's also the front of the build, whereas the UNSC logo over there is the back, just because of the way our world is set up. So yeah, I might change that actually. I might make it so that we do tutorials in that direction. I don't know. We'll see. Right, so start off with the deep slate tile slabs. So just do a top half one there, just anywhere on the ground. And then we're going to surround it by 3 on each side. So it's like that. So it's just a total of 9 slabs, all top half. And then on the left and right, also remembering this solid green line is the middle in terms of the width of the build. So anything that's on the left should also go on the right, unless I say otherwise. 3 there, 3 there. So it should be longer than it, no, it should be wider than it is longer now. Take the iron trapdoors, do 1 there on each corner. This is on the back side only. Do 2 there, and 2 there. And then skip 1, and skip 1. So it should look like that. On the front, we're going to do 2 and 2. 3 dark oak trapdoors, 3 again, and then 1 and 1. Polished blackstone brick stairs now. 1 and 2, upside down. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. So we're actually going up to the next layer, but I know that these wheels are round, so might as well do it all at once. We're going to do the same thing again just here. We're going to have them facing that way this time, and then this way, and then the ones on top, just to round those off. And then again on the front, that's 1 and 2, 1, 2, again, and round those off. So this is where you'll enter the vehicle from, which is just here. Just because of the way it's built, you can't like jump straight into it. I'll show you when we actually do that bit, but there's like a block and a half, so you need like a jump boost or just to build a ladder. I might add a ladder or something when we get to that bit, but just to make you aware. I don't know why I chose the entry point for the vehicle to be between the 2 back wheels, but you know, again, it's a custom series, so it's just whatever I thought looked best. There we go. So like that, and that does it for layer 1 and part of layer 2, I guess, because we've done the tops of the wheels. So that'll save us some time going forwards. Let's move on to the second layer. So for layer number 2, we're going to take these materials: stone, grey concrete, polished andesite stairs, polished deep slate stairs, stone slab furnace, blast furnace. We've got both of them this time. Dark oak fence gate and dark oak sign. Start with the grey concrete. We're going to do 1 there and 1 there on top of the trapdoors, and then 1, 2, and 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here, like that. 3 there, 3 there as well. Then take the stone block. 1, 2, 3. Oops, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then just 1 in that gap. 1 in that gap. Polished andesite stairs upside down. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Take the stone slab. 1, 2, 3 in that gap, and then 3 forward. I'm going to put the furnace just there like that. Have the side facing out. Dark oak fence gate just there, and then flip it. Yeah, this is what I mean about jumping into the build. Kind of got a jump boost or something. But if you want to add like, because this is open door by default, I assume there would be doors that would maybe slide across. So you can probably just block this up. But once we get a bit further in the build, I'll try and modify that to show you what you can do. Right, I'm going to take the... In fact, I'm going to do this first so we can get rid of these materials. Blast furnace, we're going to put just there facing forwards. Dark oak sign on it. And then a stone slab there and there. Deep slate tile stairs 1 and 2. And then take the light grey carpet. And I'm going to do 1, 2, and can't put 1 there because of the sign. Just do 2 there and 2 there as well. Okay. Grey concrete, 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to put these away now. So that one, keep this actually, get rid of that. And get rid of that. And this. And then we've got a bit more room now. We're going to get out the stone brick wall. We're going to get out the iron bars. We're going to get the candles and do those now, rather than doing them next layer. We need the deep slate tile wall as well. So we'll do those. Alright, so deep slate tile wall first goes there. Dark oak fence gate there and flip it. Stone brick wall, 1 and 2. Iron bars, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 light grey candles to add sort of like spikes into the front, which I think looks pretty nice. Right, get the diorite wall. That's 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. And there we go, that's it for layer number 2. Let's move up to layer number 3. Right, for this layer I've taken the materials stone, grey concrete, polished andesite stairs, quartz stairs, stone slab, smooth stone slab, diorite wall, yellow stained glass, and iron trapdoor. So they use yellow stained glass as their main kind of canopy colours. So yeah, it just makes them stand out a bit more against the sort of grey that they use. Fun fact, the Trinity Police Force who use these vehicles, back in the original series before I like rebooted it with better builds and stuff, they used quartz as the main material and then purple as secondary, which looked really funky. But I do intend on bringing that back in some way as variants of their base vehicles, which are just in the grey with the yellow cockpits. So it'll be interesting to see how those particular colours translate, because white and purple is a very, very bold colour scheme, to say the least. 3 yellow glass along the back there, grey concrete on the edges, grey concrete there and there as well, and then 2 stone blocks, 2 stone blocks. So you should have a gap of 3 in the middle here. Stone block there on top of the stairs, and then a sideways stair and a corner stair like that. And again, put a stone block here, sideways stair, corner stair like that. Other way. There we go. And then just do polished andesite stair upside down, 1 and 2, and an iron trapdoor in the middle. Now you can add glow item frame, 1 and 2, and I also like to take a red stained glass pane, put that in there to make some brake lights. It's pretty cool. Right, we need brown banners for the seats. The driver's seats use grey banners. The passenger seats use brown banners. I don't know why. We need to do these stairs. There we go. Alright. Grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 this time. Need another diorite wall on top of the one we did last time, like that. And then did we do a grey banner just here? So 1 and 2. We need the dark oak trapdoor. There's going to be 1 and 2 there. Flip them both up to make the seats, and then put grey banners on the front. We'll need the lever now. 1 just there, and another one on the left hand side of the build only, just there on top of the stone. And then we're going to take that skeleton skull and put that on the front of that. Like I said, it's kind of the targeting sensor for the main weapon. Redstone comparator there for a bit more console detail, and then throw that away because we don't need it anymore. Yellow stained glass, 1, 2, and 3. Take the polished stairs, face that way and that way. Quartz stairs to the side, 1 and 2. And then stone slab just in front of that, 1 and 2. Smooth stone slab on the inside here, 1 and 2 of those. And then a smooth stone full block. I don't know where it is in this new inventory system. There it is. 1 and 2. Okay. Last thing, we need the light grey carpets. There's 2 of them there above the wheels, just as kind of a wheel guard on the front and top. And then stone slab just there and there. Okay. And once again, that's going to be it for that layer. Let's move up to layer number 4. Alright, on this one, taking these materials as your key ones for this layer. There are a couple more, but it's fine. We're going to start with a iron bar just there and there. And again, and then diorite wall next to it. We need the deep slate tile stairs, and there's 3 upside down ones just there, because we're now making the roof. 3 of them like that as well. Take the slab, and that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taking the stone slab, 1, 2, 3, 1 on each side. Tile slab in the middle, 3 tile slabs, 3 tile slabs, and then 3 deep slate tile stairs this time. We're going to put those 2 away for this layer. I'm going to get out the grey banners and also the light grey banners as well. Take the stone block first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put a grey banner just on this one. Top half, stone slab there, and a light grey banner here. So again, 1 and 1 there. This is a smooth stone block, and then a smooth stone slab next to it. Iron trapdoor on the left and right, and a light grey carpet in the middle. Stone slab there and there. And then polished andesite stairs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There is the grey banner as well. Yeah, this is what I mean about the doors. It's kind of open by default. I'm going to finish this layer off, and then I'll show you a way you can seal it up fully. We want the rails. 1, 2, delete the top one. Like that. Taking a yellow stained glass. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then, now this is a weird situation, because technically I'm not going to do any 1.20 builds, which is what I'm in now, until the new year, to give people a chance to transition over. However, this one I have used the bamboo slabs to kind of imitate the windscreen, tapering down a little bit here. But you can use the birch slabs as a temporary replacement if you are in 1.19. Looks just about as good, it's just not quite as close as of a yellow. So yeah, on the official build, and I would suggest doing it the way with the bamboo if you can do it. I'm going to leave it as birch for now, because this is technically still a 1.19 build, because I've already made the commitment that I'm not changing over to 1.20 until after the new year. Leave it just there and there as well to again help that taper down. It does also act as kind of like a steel beam that goes across the canopy to hold it all together. Smooth stone slab there, light grey carpet, and again like that. And that's going to do it for this layer, so let's move up to the... In fact, before we go, I'm just going to show you how you can quickly seal this up. You'd probably want to use a stone stair here, just to keep the materials consistent, but you change that one to a stair, probably put another stone stair here, and then you can just change this to be a full block, and that pretty much seals that up. You can leave the banner on if you want to. But But yeah, it's up to you. I'm just going to quickly change that back, that the material list is consistent. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's move to the next layer, which I think we can do it all in one and finish the build off. So let's go. Right, for the final 3 layers, because there's quite a few we can do at once. I'm going to start over here, grab the grey concrete. So on this grey bit in the middle. 1, 2. And then we need the deep slate tile walls. Just one of those. There. 2 diorite walls, and that finishes off the kind of connecting arms. Like that. We need the polished blackstone pressure plate, which I did this thing last time. Why is the polished blackstone pressure plate the only, like, well, not the only one, but one of like 2 that are in here? Maybe it's because it's thingy material, an ore. I don't know. This new inventory kind of confuses me. But yeah, those go there. There's another one just here. Do that now and get that out of the way. 2 rails on each side. Need the grey carpet. It's just 1 there, 1 there as well. Smooth stone slab. I'm going to take this and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stone slab there and there. And a iron trapdoor. Just here and here. To the front side, there's a stone pressure plate and also stone buttons. So if we grab that stone pressure plate, stone button. Oh, things appear in multiple categories now, don't they? That's why it confused me. Yeah. Odd. I wonder why polished blackstone pressure plate isn't in here, because it works as a redstone block as well, surely. I don't know, I'm thinking too much into this. There's a pressure plate there, and then a stone button just on the left and right, like that. Stone block, 1, 2, 3. We need the levers. I'm going to do 3 on each side, so 3 there, 3 there. I'm sorry, survival players, but we are going to use some more skeleton skulls. These act as kind of sort of conduits for the weapon, because I doubt it's like ballistic space. It's probably some sort of plasma weapon. There's 3 of them there, 3 there. Again, I don't know the science of these sorts of weapons. It's just kind of what I've made up. So please don't start having a go at me. I just like to have fun. So upside down stair there, lever here, 3 stone slabs, a stone brick wall, and a dark oak fence gate. Finish the weapon off, just a chain goes there, and finally a wither skeleton skull just there. Last thing on this top weapon here is an asymmetrical bit again. We need the smooth stone 4 block. We're just going to add that. In fact, yeah, you need to delete this skull here on the left, the front left one. Put a smooth stone block there. Another with a skeleton skull. And then on the back, we are going to put a standard item frame this time. Like that. And I think that finishes the build off. So this is the APC, of which I've forgotten the actual name. It's Xeron, I think, is the name I came up with. And yeah, it looks nice. It's just like a nice little display piece. Like I said, I think I've got a few of them in the city already that I've been working on, and it doesn't belong to a, you know, like a licensed property, so I can do whatever I want with it, really. And like I said, I'm sure there'll be similarities to real world vehicles, to, I'm going to change the time real quick, to other sci-fi vehicles, but, you know, I made this up with influences in mind, but it is mine. But you're welcome to use it. And yeah, that is, it's going to be it for the build. I'll give you a better look at this tutorial pad and the giant candy canes, which I just think they get them out all right. Like, not perfect, but I think they're pretty good for a 10-minute job. So yeah, that was the first Trinity tutorial in a while. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in day 4 of the Christmas tutorials. See you then.